Newcastle Fans TV.
Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to Newcastle Fans TV. It is official. Sven Botman. A lot easier for me to say. Some people find it hard to pronounce names, but this one's a nice, easy one. Sven Botman, everybody, has signed on the dotted line. I'm happy about it. We've been after him and Diego Carlos since January. Carlos has obviously buggered off to Aston Villa. He's the fool there. But we've got our man, left-footed, tall Dutch centre-back who has been away on holiday after playing for the under-21s very, very recently. I thought of something a little bit different today when announcement video. I thought, you know what? Instead of talking about what he said, what his ambitions are and all of that, because we know that he was linked to Milan heavily, and it was either us or Milan, and obviously they're going through a takeover process at the moment, which has probably hindered his move. But he's here, is it Newcastle United? I thought, you know what? Let's have a look at how Newcastle were before the January signings to where we could possibly be next season with our lineup. And let's not forget, people, I don't think the transfer business is done as of yet, because it's still expected for possibly a couple of players to come in. Obviously, we are expecting a lot of people to leave out the door. However, I thought, let's do something a little bit different on the channel today. Let's mix it up. Let's get on the tactical pad and have a look at where Sven Botman will fit in a couple of systems. So let's take a look at the lineup where Newcastle, was struggling towards the end of the year. So we know that Matt Ritchie was playing... Wait, why it won't let me click on Matt Ritchie? There we go. So Matt Ritchie was playing at left back, and it was the captain who was playing on the right-hand side. Fabian Schär was on the left-hand side. So that was your back four. There we go. It's been a bit glitchy. Your right back, it wasn't actually Emil Krath at the time. If you remember, it was Manquillo who was playing a lot of the time at right back towards the end of the year. So that was Manquillo. And then in midfield, you had Joe Linton, who would switch back into centre midfield after the Norwich game. John Joe Shelby, and it would be Joe Willock. So that's the team. And obviously, you look at the front three of Saint-Maximin, Wilson, and Ryan Fraser. So that was the team. Would that team have survived under Eddie Howe? Probably just. I think the defence, especially three out the back four, are suspect for me. But that was the side before the January transfer window. So if we start looking at the January transfer signings, and it makes a massive change, doesn't it? You've got Matt Ritchie, you've obviously got a right back coming in, so Ritchie and Manquillo drop out, and then you've got a centre midfield. Joe Willock eventually lost his place and was on the bench towards the end of the season, and then he got injured, didn't he? And then we'll start filling in the gaps. So Jamal Lascelles lost his place, he was another one, and Fabian Schär moved to the right, and Dan Burn come in. I've said it before on the channel, I was a bit worried when Dan Burn and Matty Targett come in, but hey, they proved me wrong, and it's some people on the channel still don't want Matty Targett signed. I was like, what? Are you for real? But three out of the back four were new signings, and it helped massively. Look at the clean sheets. Look how Newcastle progressed for the league. Even though Trippier got injured, his influence off the pitch was absolutely fantastic. Bruno Guimaraes, what a revelation he was into this side as well. So if everybody was fit, this would have been the team that ended the season. Of course, we know that injuries came, but just before we look at the injuries, but look at that team there. That is so much stronger, in particular in defence. And you've got options on the bench as well. You've got Miggy can do a job. Murphy, yeah, they're all right. Other the future, no. And obviously we're talking about injuries now, so we know that Wilson got injured, and new signing Chris Wood played a lot of the games. Fraser got injured as well, so we're going to look for Miggy Almiron down the bottom here. Where are you hiding, Miggy? There you are, right at the end. So Miggy got a run in at the end as well. The midfield three, Shelby did suffer an injury towards the end of the season, but we'll keep him in just for this, because we know that Sean Longstaff played a few towards the end. But Shelby played predominantly the season. Trippier got injured. He only played 4 games until he started coming back towards the end of the season. So I'm looking for Emil Krath, and if you looked at the video that the club put out on their website, a lot of the players were saying that Emil Krath is an unsung hero. What a great end of the season he had. So that was how the season ended. Maybe you can take Shelby out, yes, but apart from that, yeah. And then obviously we've seen Wilson come back in towards the end. We've seen Kieran Trippier. So interesting that we've got a bit of squad depth coming in, but towards the end of the season, no doubt that this will be the strongest side, which I had up just before. So we'll take Croft out. We'll take Wood out as well. We'll bring in Wilson there. And we'll bring in Kieran Trippier there. That, for me, would have been Newcastle's best side if everybody was fit going on at the end of the season. Now, what's interesting is that we've obviously got Matty Targett signed permanently, which is well-deserved. We've now got Nick Pope. I've just for the reference, I've given number 14. That's just me educated guess as well. So we'll park him there. And we've got, where are you hiding, Sven Botman? I have got him in here somewhere down the bottom. I have squeezed him in. Oh, have I not? I could have sworn I made... But there he is. And Sven Botman. So we'll just park these two. Well, I was going to park them. We'll just park these two here. Because it's interesting now. Because you've got Pope and Dubravka, competition for places now in goal. So, comment below. Who do you think? Would it be Dubravka or would it be Nick Pope? We'll go with the assumption that it's Nick Pope. So you now have got squad depth in Dubravka on the bench, and now you've got an England international. So some people might say that looks stronger. Now, what do you do with Sven Botman? Because Sven Botman, he's all right on his right foot, but he's predominantly left-footed. So you would think, if he's playing four at the back, that Dan Burn could be at risk unless he switches it to Botman, who is all right on his right foot. But realistically, you would probably think to keep the balance right, you would probably want that. But is that harsh on Dan Burn? Yeah, it is, because he's had a good end of the season. So, but is it a stronger side? Again, you've now got Fabian Schär or you've got Dan Burn on the bench. Again, Newcastle's bench is looking a lot stronger. I've talked about this before. Don't know why Dan Burn's sitting down there in right back. I thought I dragged him off. There we go. So again, one option I want to say proved as a winger, because I still don't feel Almiron and Murphy off the bench are good enough for me in the Premier League. But who goes to say that you need to play four at the back? What if it gives Eddie Howe a lot more options? What if he wants to play Big Dan Burn in defence? So it's an option that he could. I think, Botman being signing, it's almost curtains, I think, for Lascelles. It will definitely is for Clark and Fernandez. We know that they're going to be heading out. But what if it is five at the back? So if we go with, we'll go with Burn at the left, Botman in the middle, and then go with Fabian Schär. So you can have a look at it as three at the back or five at the back. So if you want to play wing backs, then you can move Matty Targett up. Trippier has done that for Atleti. I've got no qualms with that. I think Ryan Fraser would probably then drop to the bench to make way for Trippier getting forward, and then allows ASM to come tuck in a little bit further forward. Probably Bruno Guimaraes, and even I think Jonjo will probably be the one who'll sit the most, but all three of them can help get forward. So if you wanted to play three at the back, there you go. There's an option that it gives Eddie Howe a lot more food for thought. Of course it does. Would you think he'll play three at the back? Be interested to see when pre-season comes around. But again, it gives Eddie Howe a lot more options. And the positive thing to come from all of this, I don't still think that we're not done yet in the transfer market. I still think we can go and get another winger. I think that's important. We need a striker to help with Callum Wilson. So it's looking a lot more better as a Newcastle fan, 100%. And welcome to the Botman.
So there you go, everybody. Let me know what you think of the Botman. You're gonna get all of that. You're gonna go get all the memes and what have you. Obviously, there's a great one on Twitter above St James's Park, and Botman is shown above. If you haven't seen it on Twitter, it's brilliant. But yeah, he's over the line. Listen to this. Newcastle have spent in the region of up to £35 million on a centre-back. I'll say that again, everybody. I'll say that again. And whilst you're thinking, hit that like button. However, Newcastle have signed a centre-back for almost £35 million. Heads blown. Heads gone. We're normally skipping and scraping. We're going to have to maybe get used to this, I guess, to some extent. That Newcastle can go out and splash the cash. Yes, and our financial fair play will eventually catch up with Newcastle if we didn't sort out our sponsorships next season, because we need rid of Fun 88 and we've got them for another year, but that's for a video for another day. But he's over the line, Sven Botman. Fantastic competition for Fabian Schär, competition for Dan Burn, competition for Jamal Lascelles. We expect probably Fernandez and Kieran Clark to head out the door during the summer. But yeah, it's great news. And Paul Dummett, let's not forget him. He can also fill in as well, but it's fantastic news for Newcastle. I want to know what you think then. Where do you think how we will play? I know it's a long way off, but pre-season will probably give us a better indication of how Eddie Howe, does that make sense? How Eddie Howe wants to set up. Aye, that's hard to say. But anyways, smash that like. Sven Botman is over the line. I want to know what you think in the comments down there below. Get in!